Motzei Shabbat is the liberation of our city of Yerushalayim. With your permission, the Rav is saying, the Rav would like to relate to the significance, the inner significance and spiritual significance of the day of the liberation of our city Yerushalayim. It doesn't just affect or applicable to the nation, it really is applicable to the entire world. The actual name Yerushalayim is comprised of two words. We shall see and have completeness. Yiru could be to see and also to have fear. What is that vision, that seeing referring to? In order to better understand that significance, we have to understand a greater entity, that when God created the world, it states in the Torah, He stated that He will reveal Himself in the world. But God you cannot see visually. There's nothing that can grasp his understanding of what He is. So what does it mean that He will reveal Himself? God's goodwill, that's the revelation. God's goodwill is being revealed in the world. First man, who was in the Garden of Eden, he saw God's goodness in the world. As it states in the Torah, taste and see the goodness of God. However, he sinned, and he was driven out of Gan Eden, and he didn't see the good. The first man really represents mankind. All of mankind is the continuation of Adam HaRishon. From the moment he was driven out, our sages teach us, sadness came down to the world. And there are people that are sad, except Rabbi Begon. Sadness. Avram our father, his historical role is to bring happiness to the world, to bring good to the world. That's the role of Avram Avinu. God chose him, and He chose us, the nation of Israel, to bring and to correct the mess up of Adam HaRishon, to bring back joy and happiness to our lives, and to see the goodness. However, not only did He choose the nation of Israel, but He also chose the land of Israel. And inside the land of Israel, He chose Jerusalem, to see the completeness, Yerushalayim, the place of the Holy Temple. Like it states, that in the mountain of God I shall appear. And that's stated by Avraham. That's the mission, the universal mission of our mission relating to the world, to bring good to the world. Therefore, our sages teach us, Jerusalem is the light of the world. That's what's stated in Chazal. However, in order to see the good of Jerusalem, you have to be a good person. If you're not good, not only will you not see the light of Jerusalem, you'll be driven out of Yerushalayim. Therefore, we were expelled, driven out for 2,000 years. Why? Because of innocent hatred. It can't be that you'll be inside the town of Yerushalayim, the Holy Temple there. Instead of love there, you're going to have hatred there. So we were exiled for 2,000 years. And Yerushalayim was in a state of ruin. The Holy Temple is still in a state of ruin until today. And as a result, there's no happiness. We don't see the light. Rather, we're in a process. A process of thousands of years. From Avram Avinu, God tells him, go for yourself to the land I shall show you. Why didn't God tell him exactly, directly, go to the land of Canaan? Why say in a vague way to the land I shall show you? It's explained, Areka, the land that I will appear to you. I will reveal myself to you. And therefore he went and he traveled. Every journey that Avram went to, Rashi tells, it's really in the direction to Jerusalem. And even until today, we're the children of Avram Avinu. We're continuing the path of Avram Avinu. The journey of Avram Avinu has yet to end. We're continuing in our approach to Jerusalem. More than that. Each and every Jew, no matter where he is, his face is directed to Jerusalem. Doesn't make a difference if you're in China, or in America, or in the north, or in the south. It doesn't make a difference. All the different faces and directions. Whenever he prays, it's to Jerusalem. What does panim really mean? It's the inner being, pnimiyut. The face of the pnimiyut. And what is the inner being? The heart. To direct to your heart opposite the Holy of Holies, it states in our sages. More than that, when a Jew is buried, he's buried with his feet in the direction to Jerusalem. Why is that? When there's going to be the resurrection of the dead, you won't have to turn around. Or just stand up and go straight. Why is that? God wants us to reveal His goodness in the world. That's what Yerushalayim is about. But the condition is that the nation of Israel shall return to Jerusalem. Because we were ejected out of Jerusalem. For 2,000 years we really were not here. Now, we're in the process of the return to Yerushalayim, to see the goodness. We haven't finished or completed the process, but we're in the proper direction. Part of this process is the establishment of the state of Israel. The nation of Israel is returning to the land. Today we have close to 7 million Jews living here. That's a good start. It's not enough. Now we're en route to the building of Jerusalem. Physically, you see cranes everywhere. Jerusalem is in construction all the time. Highways, railroads, towers, buildings. There's building going on everywhere. But we haven't reached the top, building the Holy Temple. We need more. The liberation of Yerushalayim is an important stage in the progress of the initial level to bring happiness to the world. That's what the liberation, the significance of the liberation of Jerusalem. In spite of the fact that it was during the time of war, and the Rav says, I thank the Ribbono Shel Olam. The Rav merited to be in the battles, in the wars. He's a little older man today. Tom the Rav was younger. Once the Rav was younger. And Rav merited to fight in that war. And we sensed that this war is from above, from heaven. It was not a planned out war for Jerusalem. Suddenly it came to us. Not we wanted the war. Not did they want the war. But God wanted the war to happen. And the time arrived to liberate the Temple Mount. We had a general then. Matagor was his name. He arrived to the Temple Mount after the freeing of the Temple Mount. He said, on the radio monitor, he said, the Temple Mount is in our hands. That's what he announced. The hearts of the Jews were pounding with excitement. Religious, not religious, doesn't matter who you were. There was excitement in the air. It was the most amazing thing. I myself, the Rav says, I was in Ramallah, north of Yerushalayim, in the where their leadership is, the Mukata. And we captured Ramallah. And there were soldiers there. Of the paratroopers, of the armory. The Rav was at the Jerusalem brigade. And we hear suddenly, Temple Mount in our hands? We all started dancing in Ramallah at the excitement. It was a historical moment. That's the liberation of Jerusalem. And we're in the proper direction. Questions you'd like to address or ask here regarding this matter? David?
There's many opinions about how the third temple will come to be. Some say it's going to be an open miracle. Some say we're going to build it. With everything the Rav has studied,
יש דעות כיצד ייבנה המקדש, אם יבוא מלמעלה באופן ניסי או זה יבוא מלמטה, מה דעתו של הרב בין שתי הדעות האלו?
יש שתי דעות.
Two opinions, like you said.
יש דעה אחת שיבוא מן השמיים.
One opinion, like you said, it will come down from the sky.
דבר פילי, ניסי.
Miraculously.
יש דעה אחרת.
There's a second opinion.
צריך לעבוד.
We have to work and build it.
לבנות. היום אנחנו בדור.
We're in a generation
אנחנו בונים.
that we're builders.
מדינת ישראל.
The state of Israel.
זה הכנה לבניין בית המקדש.
Is the preparation for the building of the Holy Temple.
זה הולך ככה.
בונים. That's the process.
מה יהיה כשיצטרכו לבנות בית המקדש?
What will happen when we really have to build it?
דבר אחד אני בטוח.
There's one thing I'm certain of.
צריך להיות אהבה בעם ישראל.
There has to be love amongst the Jewish people.
למה יצאנו לגלות?
Why do we go out to the exile?
בגלל שנאה.
Because of
שנאת
hatred.
חינם.
Innocent hatred.
אי אפשר לבנות את בית המקדש כל זמן שהסיבה לחורבן קיימת. אז צריך להגדיל אהבה. בשביל זה הקמנו מכון מאיר. זה מזכיר לי פעם קיבלתי מכתב. מכתב מגוי, לא יהודי.
A letter from a Gentile.
מהולנד.
From Holland.
ובמכתב הוא כותב
In that letter he writes
שהוא שולח תרומה נכבדה.
That he's sending a very presentable donation to Machon Meir.
הוא אמר שהוא מהנדס.
And he's an engineer.
הוא בהולנד באיזה עיר.
Whatever city he is in Holland, he writes.
והוא קרא כתבה בג'רוזלם פוסט.
An article in the Jerusalem Post.
שפתחו בירושלים.
That they opened in Jerusalem.
מכון מאיר.
A place called Machon Meir.
שבאים שמה מכל העולם.
From all over the world, people are coming and joining to study Torah.
ללמוד יהדות.
To study Judaism there.
אז הוא אומר, אני חושב שזה התחלה של בית המקדש.
He says, I think that's the beginning of the building of the Holy Temple. That's what this is. And therefore he's sending a contribution.
שזה יהיה התחלה, סיפור אמיתי.
It's a true story what I'm telling you.
אני כבר שכחתי
I already forgot that story, but it came into my mind right now, the Rav.
יום אחד, מישהו דופק לי בדלת.
One day, someone knocks on the door here.
אני מהולנד.
Says, I'm that person from Holland.
אני שלחתי לך את
I'm the one that sent you the letter and the contribution.
הוא האמין באמונה תמימה.
He had a very innocent type of belief.
שזה שיש יהדות בארץ
ישראל. The fact that there's Judaism in the land of Israel.
זה התחלה של...
That's the beginning of the building of the temple. We're in a very special period of time that we're living in. Every new building, every new immigrant here, every new road is part of the building of the Holy Temple in our generation. You want it to come down from heaven? Huh? What do you care?
I'll take it how I can get it.
Next question or matters you'd like to raise. So your time, Moshe.
I would like to ask the same question that I asked you earlier today, that I asked you in the Parsha Shira, Listman, that you didn't really have an answer for. So in the Parsha, in Parak Gimel, Pasuk. Parak Gimel Pasuk.
About the discrepancy in the final number, he's asking?
No, about it being a prime number.
הוא שאל למה דווקא יצא הלוויים
No, the Bechorim. The Bechor.
2273. למה יצא מספר 22,273? How do you say prime number in math?
Oh yeah, I just pulled up the Wikipedia page for it in Hebrew. Mispar Reshoni.
הוא טוען would you explain in mathematics what you mean? הוא אומר שהמספר 22,273 מבחינת מתמטית
there do not exist two numbers that could be multiplied together that could equal 22,273.
That's a prime number?
1 and 22,273.
Okay. המספר הסופי הזה שהוא 22,273 הוא מספר כזה יסודי שאין שני מספרים שכפול עצמם יגיעו למספר הזה חוץ מהמספר הזה כפול אחד אז זה נקרא prime number. There are very few of them in numbers.
There's a big field of mathematics.
What?
It's a big field of mathematics.
זה סטק גדול במתמטיקה. יש מעט מספרים כאלה. למה זה יצא כזה דבר? I want to tell you a general rule.
בכלל במספרים.
In regarding numbers.
המספר זה לא עניין של סטטיסטיקה.
The number is not only a statistical matter.
זה גם סטטיסטיקה.
It is also statistical.
אבל למספר יש משמעות רוחנית.
But numbers have spiritual significance.
משמעות רוחנית. מי שבתורת הרמז והסוד מאוד מעמיקים במשמעות של המספרים.
The significance of these matters is the
מי שבאמת עסק בזה הרבה זה המהר"ל מפראג. המהר"ל מפראג הוא עוסק במספרים, למה מספר 1, 2, 3, 4, כל המספרים האלה, ומה המשמעות הרוחנית של הדבר. אתה שואל אותי למה המספר הזה, זה לא רק החשבון המתמטי, זה הרבה יותר עמוק מזה. זה עניין רוחני. למשל, מישהו רוצה להתחתן כאן, באיזה יום?
What day of the week do you want to get married?
היום יום רביעי.
באיזה יום אתה רוצה להתחתן?
What day would you like to get married? The rabbi is asking.
היום.
איזה יום טוב להתחתן?
Which is a good day to get married? Who remembers?
היום.
מה, איזה?
יום רביעי.
שלישי. אתה התחתנת באיזה יום?
Which day did you get married? Probably Sunday in Australia.
I think it was Ravi.
It was really כנראה ברביעי באוסטרליה.
למה? אז מסבירים, טוב להתחתן ביום שלישי.
יום שלישי.
אבל אפשר גם להתחתן ביום רביעי.
But you can get married on יום רביעי as well, it's okay.
למה?
Why?
המספר 3.
The number 3
מספר טוב.
is a good number.
מדוע?
Why?
כי הוא מספר מחבר.
Because it's a connecting number.
אני אומר מה שהמהר"ל מסביר.
Like what the Maharal explains.
כי זה כמו בדומינו.
It's like in a domino.
איך אומרים בדומינו באנגלית? דומינו. 3 נקודות.
3 points.
2 זה לא טוב.
2 is not good.
למה זה קונטרסט?
Because it's a contrast.
זה פירוד.
Separation.
3, הנקודה האמצעית.
The middle point of 3 points is a connecting point to the extremities. Wherever there is a connecting matter, that's holiness. Every place where there is separation, there's no holiness there. For example, that numbers have significance. I don't understand much about this, but there are very, very wise scholars that tell the number that you're saying about. They'll tell you. It's not incidental, the numbers that you're saying. There's no incidental matters here. I hardly know what 4 plus 3 is. Another questions or matters, general matters like to raise, gentlemen, it's your chance or time. Huh? No questions? No one has a question?
I have a question.
Yes.
So, we learned that you're not allowed to do a mitzvah if you're doing a sin, like you're doing a sin to do it. But what about doing it out of things out of ego?
אבל מה אם אתה עושה מצווה כדי לבנות את האגו שלך?
תסביר, דוגמה.
Explain, give me an example, please.
Like,
גאווה.
lending someone something.
What?
Lending someone, like giving them like a gift or something.
Yes.
You're not doing it because you like them, but you're doing it to get recognition or like.
אתה מעביר מישהו כסף, לא בכיף שאתה רוצה לעשות את המצווה, אתה רוצה שיהיה לך הכרה,
אתה רוצה כבוד.
You want honor, for instance.
בסדר גמור.
Fine.
מתוך שלא לשמה, בא לשמה.
The Mishnah says, since you're going to do it, not for the sake of the mitzvah,
אני אשאל שאלה את כל התלמידים.
I'm going to ask all of the group here right now.
מי רוצה שיהיה לו טוב בחיים?
Who wants to have good in his life?
למה?
Why?
אתם עובדים את עצמכם.
Because you're serving yourself. That's why
לא
you
את
want.
אלוקים.
You're not serving God.
זה טבעי.
It's natural.
אם אין אני לי, מי
The
לי?
Mishnah says, if not going to be for myself, who will I be?
מה כתוב אחרי זה?
And what states thereafter?
שאני לעצמי.
When I'm just for myself,
מה אני?
who
כלום.
am I? Nothing.
אתה צודק.
You're correct what you're saying.
רוב האנשים בעולם.
Most people in the world,
הם עושים
they're doing
שלא
what they're
לשמה.
doing, not for the sake of heaven, for the
בשביל
sake of
הכבוד,
for
בשביל
honor,
הכסף,
for money,
שיהיו מאושרים.
that they be happy they're doing things.
בסדר.
Fine.
זה לא האידיאל.
It's not the ideal.
אדם צריך לעשות בגלל האמת.
But a person has to act because of the truth,
למרות שהיא כואבת.
in spite that it may be painful.
או למרות שלפעמים אתה
Or
צריך
sometimes
לתת את החיים
you
בשביל
have to
זה.
give up your life for some things.
כמו חייל בצבא.
Like a soldier in our army.
הוא אומר, אתה מוכן למות
Are you ready to fall
בשביל עם
for the
ישראל,
nation of Israel,
מדינת
for
ישראל.
the state of Israel?
כן.
Sure, he says.
זה הדבר הכי יקר,
That's
החיים
the
שלך.
most dear thing you have is your life. And a
הוא לא
soldier's
דתי,
giving-
לא
He's
משנה.
not even religious, but he's willing to give up his life.
אבל הוא אמיתי.
But he's true.
זה דוגמה.
That's an example.
ככה זה. אז
That's
זה
how it is.
בסדר.
So it's fine. You can keep on doing
פתאום
mitzvot.
בסדר שאדם עושה בשביל
You're
כבוד,
doing it for honor, for your ego.
אבל מתוך שלא לשמה
But
בא לשמה.
from that point, you'll rise to another level of doing it for the real reason. Other questions, gentlemen? Yes, Mr. Oren.
The Rabbi mentioned that we have to love every person. Is
רק
there
מזכיר לגבי אהבת חינם לאהוב כל אחד.
is there any advice
האם יש לך עצה?
how to love someone who's very different than you?
איך לאהוב אדם שהוא כל כך שונה ממך?
אני התחתנתי עם אשתי,
I want to tell you, I married my wife.
שונה לחלוטין.
She's so different than
לא, באמת,
truthfully,
זיכרונה לברכה.
in blessed memory.
היא הייתה אישה חזקה,
She was a very strong woman.
איך אומרים, היה לה אנרגיות.
She had such energy.
אני כזה,
And I was like a frail person,
אהבתי אותה.
and I loved her.
זה בסדר?
Is that fine?
זה א' ב' של חיים.
That's the alphabet of life.
אנחנו, כל אחד
All of us,
חי עם אנשים שונים.
we're living here with, we're all different from one another.
אנחנו לא בוחרים בזה.
We don't choose that.
לפעמים זה הורים,
Could be parents,
לפעמים זה בעבודה,
sometimes it could be at
בכל
work,
מקום.
at every place.
חוכמת
The
החיים,
wisdom of life is
לחיות עם השונה,
to live with the different person
ולא עם השווה.
and not with the equal person,
ולאהוב אותו.
and love that person. That's the wisdom of life.
אם יש לך את זה,
If you have that,
יש לך מתנה.
then you have a gift.
תשאל אותי מה עם הערבים?
Ask the Lord about the Arabs.
גם ערבים.
So too the Arabs. They too are from God. God creates all of peoples. Ask the Lord about the terrorists. The Talmud says someone that comes to kill you, preempt and kill him. That's a war. In a war, you have to fight like in a war. So it's fine, it's okay. You can love the one that's different. Other questions before the Rav comes? Okay, sure.
What is the reason you named yeshiva Machon Meir?
Masiba Sharav
Is Meir
Karat
a
Hashem.
name of a Rav or a Rabbi from
Meir,
the
Hashem,
Hashem. What's the meaning behind this?
It's the name of a young man. Meir Lifshitz, cousin of the Rav. May God avenge his death. He was a paratrooper.
How do you spell his last name?
Lifshitz.
Cousin or nephew?
L-I-F.
S-H-I-T-Z.
I'll give you that. I have it. Cousin or nephew?
Kenarav. He was a paratrooper. 24 years old. He was killed in the Yom Kippur War. At a battle in the Suez Canal area. He was a scholar of Torah. He studied at the Rav Kook Yeshiva a few blocks away. And studied in the Science College, Machon Meir. Learned to become an engineer. He didn't finish. In his life and in his death, he expressed the ideals of what Machon Meir is about. The love of the land of Israel, the love of the Torah, and the love of the nation of Israel. Therefore, we call this place Machon Meir, the Kirvat HaMishpacha. He's the brother of the Rav's brother-in-law. And we look for a name. We look for a name that has light. My wife in blessed memory, she suggested, what do we call it after Meir? And that's Machon Meir. Other questions or points? Last question. I'm sorry. Yisrael.
I am the nice one about in the history and every different country they fighting is good for Jews, but if one kingdom not Jewish, it control the world, not good for Jews. For example, Babylon, Rome, Germany. So I don't know this good mind or no good. Now the world is fighting. Ukraine, Rosh, China.
שיש מלכויות שלוחמות אחת נגד השנייה, וזה לא טוב ליהודים. So what's your question?
The question is, this mind is good or no good?
האם המלחמות האלה באמת הן לטובת עם ישראל? כל המלחמות שיש בעולם, מלכויות נוגדות אחת את השנייה.
יש כלל גדול.
We have an important rule.
שאין מקרה.
That there's nothing incidental by the way.
ואין סתם.
There's some reason for things.
גם בחיי הפרט.
Both in individual life.
גם בחיי האנושות.
And also in the world life.
אם היום יש מלחמה
באוקראינה, if today there's a war in the Ukraine,
רוסיה, משהו
with Russia,
הכל מחובר, הכל
everything is really connected
לעם ישראל,
to the nation of Israel, the state of Israel.
לא תמיד מבינים את
זה. Not
זה.
often do we understand it.
לא תמיד רואים את זה.
Not often do we see it.
אבל אנחנו מאמינים
But we believe
שהקדוש ברוך הוא בעל מלחמות.
That God, He's the master of war.
כמו שאומרים בתפילה, בעל
מלחמות. Like we say in the blessing of the reading of the Shema. The master of wars.
הכל קשור לנו.
And therefore everything is really related to us. Why?
כי ישראל זה הלב.
Because the nation of Israel is the heart.
לב שבאומות.
The heart of the world.
כמו בלב.
He's just like in a heart.
בגוף.
Everything in your body is related to the heart.
הוא משפיע על הלב.
It influences the heart. It's influenced from the heart.
כל דבר בלב משפיע על הגוף.
The heart has an influence on the body. The body is influenced on the
לכן,
heart.
כשבודקים מישהו חולה,
when you want to check to see someone if he's
דבר
ill or
ראשון
not,
בודקים את הדופק.
the first thing you check is his pulse.
מה זה הדופק?
What is the pulse?
זה הלב.
That's the heart beating. The nations of the world, that's the body. Am Yisrael is the heart. Therefore, if there are wars between nations, it's not just their problem. It's related to us as well. I want to make some announcements. It's already 1:07.
A very short comment I wanted to say that Hirsch reminded me of. The way that I remind my mother about the name of the school and the name of the neighborhood is that my Hebrew name is Machon Meir. As such, I go to Machon Meir in Kiryat Moshe.
כך הוא נזכר בשם של המכון, שהוא מזכיר לאמא שלו, אני משה מאיר, אני לומד במכון מאיר בקריית משה. אז הוא זוכר את השם שלו וגם את הרחוב, את השם.
ומשה.
In קריית משה.
זה לא במקרה.
It's not incidental.
שיהיה לכם יום ירושלים שמח.
Okay, let's allow the Rabbi to